She's so grumpy, it's almost like she doesn't like being treated like a human lab rat. Weird. And I'm finishing up my first week of Inktober with Elle from Stranger Things. Basically, I'm not planning on doing this over the weekend, so it's just the 5 weekdays. And let me know if you guys want me to try and do this next week. I'm not sure. Next week's schedule is looking a little bit cramped, but if you really, really like it, I'll try my best. Otherwise, I don't know if it's worth the struggle, so we'll see. Just let me know. Anyway, I'm drawing Elle, and I wanted to draw her using her mind powers, and the first thing I thought of was when she crinkles the can of Coca-Cola, and I thought that was really, really cool. So I decided to draw that scene, and this is the first time I'm drawing a background, and I think it was really, really fun actually, because drawing backgrounds is something I'm relatively new to. Basically, I've started doing it a lot because of my comic and things like that. So when I did this one, it actually came really easy because I was just in the zone or something. And I really like the way the background turned out. It actually looks like it's sort of in a distance. Maybe it's not the right perspective, but I wasn't really going for perfect perspective. I was more aiming for looking like the background in the movie. So basically there's this weird thing that looks like a refrigerator on top of a cabinet. And that's what the background consists of. And some subway tiles on the left. So that's it. And I decided to use the brush pen again, and it might have been a mistake because I don't have as much control over this as I would like. Basically, with a brush pen, you have a lot of control over the width if you have a very good control over your wrist. And I guess I don't. It draws really, really thick for me, and that's just what happens, Gotta do your best. Basically, I gave up, and then I started using a much thinner pen because I didn't like the way it looked. So here we are using the other pen. I really like using thin pens just because of the way it looks. But when it came to the hospital gown, I decided to use a marker so I just had to put dots on it to make it look like her hospital gown. And I like the way that turned out. I think that turned out pretty cool. And then I put a piece of paper behind it so that I could draw right up to the edge without worrying about getting it on my table, or this piece of paper behind the table, whatever. And also for the background here. And I like that I used a dark color for the background. So I used a dark color for the background with Will because he was in the upside down, but I thought maybe it would really fit here too because she's not really in her element either. This isn't really where humans are meant to grow up, so it's just a little dark, and it also hints at the mysterious things going on. I don't know why I said that so weird. All the weird things going on where she is. So I think it worked out pretty well with the dark background, and then she's lighter and forward, so it just brings her from out of the picture. So I really like the way that looked. And I actually added a little bit of shading to the background, which I also like. And then here I'm going in with my pen and adding all the details to the background. I decided to add the color first just because sometimes my pen will smudge, sometimes it doesn't. And I decided to be safe and color it in before I did the inking. And I really like the way that turned out. And then I'm also just adding in the tile. And again, having that paper behind her, behind the page, just really, really helped getting the lines go straight to the edge. So I really like that. And then here I'm trying to draw her little headpiece that's reading all her brain waves or whatever it is. And it just looks like spaghetti on her head. Let's be honest, okay? It looks like she's got spaghetti on her head. And then I colored in her hair afterwards, and yeah, he also colored in the Coca-Cola. I really wanted to color it in red, even though everything else is grayscale, but I held it in just because I didn't want it to stick out that much. Since I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to say, but look at her cute little face. I like the way this one turned out, even if it isn't really a close-up like the last 4. But yeah, here is 11 from Stranger Things. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all next week, and I hope you have a very delicious evening full of waffles. Bye!